Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, dwyervip.com. Today is May the 25th, 2017. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Now, we're going to dive into the numbers a little later in this video. I'll be talking about cryptocurrency. To the sports gamblers out there, just understand that right now, more compelling than any sports play you can make is an investment in certain cryptocurrencies, right? A gamble on some cryptos. We'll talk about the numbers. But in the world of sports, there's a play on the board right now. And again, today is May the 25th. That to me is compelling. I understand there's an argument for the other side of the play. But right now, in a big fight that's upcoming, Golovkin against Canelo, they have a play on the board, the under 9.5 rounds. And believe it or not, they're not only giving you better than even money odds on that play, they're giving you a plus 170. In other words, bet $1 or $2, get back $1.70 in profit plus your dollar back. Right? These odds are just a shade under 2-to-1 odds. Right? You're getting a plus 170 on the under 9.5 rounds. That's the midway point of the 10th round. Now, gambling's all about money, right? It's all about risk, reward, and odds. Let's look at these odds. 9.5 rounds. How many rounds did Kell Brook last against Golovkin? Right? Think it through. Did you know that since the start of 2012, in other words, we're going back 5 years, only 2 men have made it to the midway point of the 10th round against Golovkin. Only 2. One is Danny Jacobs, Golovkin's last fight, a fight that seems to be heavily impacting this line. And the other is Martin Murray, several fights ago, right? Understand, Golovkin has fought people like Willie Monroe Jr. since then, Kell Brook since then, right? David Lemieux since then. So let's just think it through. Golovkin, who has an 89% KO ratio, usually ends his fights, right, at a shorter distance than the 9.5 rounds that the casino is giving you a plus 170 on against an opponent who isn't that fast afoot. Canelo's going to be there. These two guys are going to exchange. Canelo himself has had some fights where the bullets have flown 2 ways. Right? The Angulo fight. That's a shootout, folks. I know the James Kirkland fight was short and sweet, but let's just say the 2 men found each other in the ring, didn't they? The Jose Cito Lopez fight, those 2 guys found themselves in the ring together, didn't they? The plus 170 to me is compelling, especially given that Golovkin had a streak, look it up, of several knockouts in fights. Several. Prior to Danny Jacobs going the distance, and in that fight, Jacobs had to get up off the canvas. Right? Defense is an interesting thing. Martin Murray, excellent defensive fighter who went the distance against Sergio Martinez. Right? Danny Jacobs is a guy who is taller, more mobile, more ambidextrous than Canelo. Right? A big portion of Danny Jacobs' ability to survive against Golovkin was his ability to switch to southpaw. It threw off Golovkin for a portion of that fight. Canelo doesn't have that. Whether you think Canelo wins the fight or not, I think we all understand that punches are going to be landed here. 9.5 is too low for the casino to be giving you a plus 170. I like the under 9.5 rounds, a bet that's being offered today, May the 25th, 2017. I like those odds, right? You don't even have to know who's going to win the fight. You just have to think about the distance of the fight. And you're getting rewarded, a plus 170. I like the under 9.5 rounds there. Now let's talk about why cryptocurrency is the best investment you can make right now. Right? Many people argue that cryptocurrency is a bubble. Right? Well, let's do the math here. A thing can't be a bubble in the abstract. Cryptocurrency is a bubble compared to what? That's the question that needs to be asked. Fiat currency? You know, it might surprise you, but there are more limitations on the supply of certain cryptocurrency than there is on your local fiat currency. For example, here in the United States, they can print as much currency as they want. Right? You can't do that with Bitcoin. You can't do that with Monero. You can't do that with Dash. Understand, all of these coins have limitations on supply. In fact, you have communities that have blossomed in the cryptocurrency world that object to any change in the cryptocurrency's terms and conditions. So you had a split in the world of Ethereum. Right? Just understand Ethereum Classic, which right now to me, and I'm invested in a few of these cryptocurrencies. Dash is my favorite, but right now to me, the best opportunity based on current price levels in the world of cryptocurrency is with Ethereum Classic. I encourage you to do your own independent research. Realize that people like Barry Silbert are now behind Ethereum Classic. Right? And just realize the smart contract capability that Ethereum and Ethereum Classic have that Bitcoin doesn't have. Right? So just understand that right now, on a daily basis in the world, we're going to use round numbers, about $5 trillion, $5 trillion of currency are exchanged every day. $5 trillion. Just understand that cryptocurrency has certain capabilities that paper fiat currency just can't match. Right? There's a portability with cryptocurrency that fiat currency just can't match without heavier transaction costs. If I wanted to this morning, I could send some Bitcoin to China. And I can do so quickly without knowing a banker, right? Without worrying about the delivery of the Bitcoin. Everything's done electronically. The middleman has been disintermediated. With fiat currency, I would have a problem. I would have to deal with a financial house that clears the transaction and things like that. They would want their cut, right? They have their mortgage to pay and things like that. They have their employees to pay, etc. So crypto is going to have a cost advantage on fiat currency. Also, for anyone who has downloaded a Jaxx wallet, JAXX, you'll understand that this wallet enables the user to do things that would take a very long time in a bank. In fact, the wallet has folded into it Shapeshift, which gives you the opportunity to literally exchange one cryptocurrency for another. Right? So with the Jaxx wallet, I can literally store both Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. And if on a given day I decide I want to convert some Ethereum into Ethereum Classic, I don't have to go to a bank. I don't have to call anyone. I don't have to open a different program. I don't even have to use a coin exchange. I can literally, from my wallet, use the shape shift service, right? And so all of my coins are stored locally. So just to understand, capability-wise, cryptocurrency is ahead of fiat currency. And just to understand numbers-wise, $5 trillion worth of currency transactions per day. Bitcoin, which is at an all-time high this morning, in the last 24 hours had a volume of $2 billion, right? 2 billion versus 5 trillion. The growth opportunity there is huge, right? It's absolutely astounding. Understand, too, there's certain misperceptions in the world of cryptocurrency. You hear about Bitcoin and you hear about altcoins. Let's shake up the dynamic here. Pretty soon there won't be altcoins, because I suspect we're going to view it as the world of cryptocurrency. Understand, what we're calling an altcoin is insulting to some of these coins. There is a distinct possibility that within the next 18 months, Ethereum is going to overtake Bitcoin. Understand, many of these, what we call altcoins, have far more capability than Bitcoin, right? Zcash, for example, is a coin that gives you anonymity. Yes, there's a ledger, but no one knows that the transaction on the ledger are yours. It's a level of privacy that's hard to find in the real world. You can't find it on Bitcoin. It's even more privacy than you get with a coin like Dash. Understand, too, the governance structure of Dash is far beyond, and in my opinion will continue to be far beyond, what it is with Bitcoin, right? Dash actually has a structure that's decentralized, but yet if you have skin in the game, if you're a master node, people can actually submit to you proposals for the betterment of the coin. And you get to sit through and read through all of these proposals for funding from Dash on ways to better market the coin or develop the coin. Right? Good luck finding that in the real world with paper fiat currency. So let's just do the numbers. Understand that if Bitcoin were to grow at even a 25% clip, you're going to quickly do far better in terms of your rate of return than you would betting on sports, right? It's the bet that keeps repaying you going forward. Understand what cryptocurrency is it's private currency. So if you own crypto, let's say you own Dash, and if you have a master node on Dash, understand for every transaction someone does, there's a profit for using the currency. And did you know that Dash returns a portion of that profit to master node holders? Right? You can do the research and figure out what it takes to be a master node holder. Right? But understand, many cryptocurrencies are springing up out there, Privix being one of them, that will kick back money to holders of the coin who, through proof of stake, have the coins in their wallet available for liquidity purposes for transactions. Right? So, just understand that as much as I like sports betting, right, you have a historical opportunity here, given the gap between $2 billion in volume over the last 24 hours, and $5 trillion in currency volume in a typical day. Right? Crypto technologically is superior to paper fiat currency. Anyone who sends money to, let's say, a continent like Africa and who has ever had to pay transaction costs knows that when they do so with Bitcoin, Monero, Dash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, right, they know that the cost is far less. Right? Let me just say, too, many people are hung up on the idea of whether cryptocurrency is money. Right? Many people go back to Aristotle's definition of money. It has to be durable, it has to be portable, it has to be divisible, and it has to have intrinsic value. Right? Just understand that under that definition, fiat currency is not money. Because fiat currency, since it's no longer backed by gold, lacks an intrinsic value. Right? You don't have to lose a lot of sleep wondering whether cryptocurrency is money. What you should do, in my opinion, is to focus on the currency market. Understand, currency is different from money. If there are profits to be made in the currency market, why wouldn't you want to make those profits? Whether or not you believe that mathematical equations on a public ledger, which is what cryptocurrency is, has an intrinsic value. Right? There are arguments that can be made both ways there. But whether cryptocurrency has an intrinsic value or not, don't you, the gambler, want access to the profits of the $5 trillion per day in volume currency market? If you do, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better way to tap into those profits than through certain cryptocurrencies. Right? The ones I like are Bitcoin, because it's the first mover in the space. Both Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. At these price levels, I believe Ethereum Classic is more compelling. Dash is my personal favorite because I care about things like governance. Right? I need to know that the currency is well maintained. Right? Monero, Zcash, right? Privix, those are the cryptocurrencies I like right now. Just understand what's at stake. What's at stake is the $5 trillion daily volume in the currency markets. Right? That's what's at stake. Just Google Forex, Google currency, and things like that. If you feel that the soggy paper currency in your wallet isn't as portable, it doesn't give you the capability that cryptocurrency gives you. If you feel that people engaging in cryptocurrency might be able to do things like send you money from their phone, send you money instantaneously, right? Be immune from bad local governments. Look at the performance of cryptocurrency right now in places like Venezuela. Just ask yourself, which is more robust? The current government and financial system in Venezuela, right? The politically elected government, or the markets created by cryptocurrency, right? Which can adjust faster and better to changes in market conditions, right? I'm just telling you that Venezuela is the canary in the coal mine, right? It's the harbinger of things to come. The local economy had volatility, had problems, right? It's falling apart. By contrast, the cryptocurrency community held things together, enabled merchants to connect with customers, enabled customers to buy goods and services, right? Let me close by saying this. I know there are many of you that watch my videos who are what they call gold bugs, right? I myself own some gold and some silver, right? I myself agree that gold and silver are money, right? Again, they're durable, they're portable, they're divisible, they have intrinsic value. I believe silver is the best play on the board. Physical silver, right, is the best play on the board. But even if you feel that gold and silver are superior to cryptocurrency, right, recognize that that doesn't exclude the possibility that cryptocurrency might net you more profits in the currency market, right? So give it a look. I'm going to continue to make sports bets here online, but just understand, in the last few months, Ethereum Classic has increased 20-fold. 20-fold. That's like winning an even money bet 20 days in a row, right? Understand, too, cryptocurrency is in its infancy, right? The currencies themselves have gotten better and better over time. The capabilities have increased, right? Bitcoin is primitive compared to Ethereum, right? Just understand that it's just a matter of time before the world understands how vastly superior this electronic money is to what has come before it. Understand, it's laughable when I find out the transaction fees traditional banks want to charge me when I'm trying to move money internationally, right? The superiority of the technology, in my opinion, really does imply to me that it's going to continue to grab market share in the currency markets, right? Don't view the world as Bitcoin and altcoins. View it as cryptocurrency. Understand, we don't know the ultimate winner in the space yet. It's that early. That's how I see it. Let me hear from you. I hope you leave your comments in the comment section to this video. Thanks for stopping by.